I think my new favorite term that I've actually heard recently, which hopefully will color my experience of the next year or so, is the term Batmanmaxxing. It's not that complicated, but if you're having trouble understanding what I'm saying, allow me to elaborate. It's basically locking in. But words have a lot of power to them, and this idea, if you've never seen the movie Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises, there is a period where Batman is basically in prison, and in this cave, he is training, he is meditating, he's fully blocking out the world. Well, not that he has a choice, he's stuck in fucking jail, he's stuck in prison in like some Southeast Asian country, or like Romania or something. I don't even know where he was. It's been a long time since I've watched the movie, but he's basically stuck in this prison. And so fully cut off from the world, fully sober, fully balls full, no distractions, nothing to numb, nothing to cope. He's like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? And he trains his body. He trains his mind. He learns how to focus. He learns how to just get clear and focus. And through this process, he finally escapes. It sounds cliche, but it's really all a mindset thing. And the powers that be, the powers that want to keep you weak, they understand that they do not need you weak. They do not need you drained. All they need is for you to be fucking distracted. And so, semen retention, my favorite benefit is the drive, the aggression, the ability to fucking Batmanmaxx. You get so ruthless, you get so angry, you get so pissed the fuck off at things trying to pull away your attention from the things you need to be focused on. Because if we're being honest, at the end of the day, life is really a game of energy and how much energy you can pour into the things that you care about. You got your health, you got your fitness, you got the business, you've got, I don't know, it could really be individual to every single person. I have my personal things that I care about, but I don't even want to get into that because that's going to assume that like, oh, my opinion or my way of living that I think is good for myself is like good for a mass audience as well. Not necessarily. I'm sure you could take inspiration from my experiences, but that's not really what we're here to do. You and me, when we get sober, when we let our balls fill up nice and fucking full, the real benefit of this is not the clear skin or like the women attraction. Because, dude, how fucking retarded is that? Like, just because your balls are full, like women are more attracted. Some days I'm just so find it fucking hilarious that I'm like part of the semen retention community because it's so fucking idiotic. The cult-like mentality you guys have around this practice, it's simply a discipline that gets you focused. It is one of the first steps in cutting off distractions that do not fucking matter. Because this shit, pussy, porn, weed, alcohol, anything you can think of, TikTok, even a video like this maybe. It's a fucking distraction, man. It's pulling you away from the work that needs to be done. What is that work? Why are you even asking me that? Like, really, you're that fucking retarded you can't figure out what those things are for yourself? Really, you need me, some fucking 22-year-old schmuck to tell you what to do? Relax. Relax. You're a god. You're just pretending like you don't know. You get sober. You let your balls fill. You get really fucking clear and you let the energy build up inside you. You allow there to be internal pressure, and the most key important part, you don't try to fucking numb it. You allow the internal pressure to build and you don't try to numb it. Because a lot of guys can do semen retention, but they use weed, but they smoke cigarettes, but they, drink alcohol or use whatever they need to do to numb the pain, right? And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I like a good cigarette every once in a while, and I will die on that hill. I like a cigarette. I like a drink. I like a kratom tea. It's a vibe. I'm not anti-pleasure, but you cannot complain that you don't have the results that you want in life if you haven't been disciplined with cutting off distractions so that you can have the time and the clarity and the focus to be able to put in the correct sequence of steps to build that life that you say you want. You can't say you want it, and then when somebody's like, yeah, you gotta stop being distracted by stupid fucking bullshit and put your head down and fucking work. And then you're like, well, I can have like a balanced life. Dude, we are living in some fucked up, crazy time. There is no time for balance. Well, I can have one joint a weekend, and then on Tuesday I'll have a couple fucking drinks, and then on Wednesday I'll fuck this bitch. It's like, and your whole week is fucking lost because all of your time, attention, and energy is already being stolen from you, whether you like it or not, because of the way they inflate the fuck out of the currency. So 30, 40, 50, 60 hours a week, you're spending at your 9 to 5, and there's nothing wrong with working a regular job for your employer and doing an amazing job for him. I work a regular job, and that's fine. The problem is, there goes all your time and attention because you're spending all of your time, all of your focus, all of your energy, every bit of life force you have into that. And so you have nothing to give to yourself to build the life that you want. They basically print endless amounts of dollars so they can steal it back. They can steal everything from you. That's how it works. And if you want to go down that rabbit hole, this channel is not where you're going to do that. You can look into that for yourself, but that's how the Federal Reserve works. If you live in America, I'm sure that the other countries, the other Western democracies, or even if you live anywhere else, have very similar financial systems. It's all fiat currency, so they use it to steal your time, attention, and energy. But I don't want to get into that because I'm not trying to get, strike with YouTube. But yeah, you barely have enough time, attention, and energy as it is. So why are you wasting it? I just love semen retention for how locked the fuck in it makes me feel. Whether it's placebo or not, and I've gone back and forth, and I have sometimes I'll go a full 2 weeks just busting nuts all over the fucking room. I'm painting the room white like fucking Van Gogh. I'm inviting this bitch, I'm seeing that girl. There's nothing wrong with having a couple cool weekends with some nice young ladies that you're attracted to, or guys, if that's your thing. But whatever, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Don't let another man tell you what to do with your fucking ball sack. That's your prerogative. Like, I'm digressing at this point. The point is, all of this could be placebo. But for me, the one thing that I consistently notice that definitely can't be placebo, at least for me, is that when you get clear on here's what serves me, here's what does not, all this stuff on this side that does not serve me, I'm getting rid of it. I do not want it anymore in my life because all it does is take energy. All it does is take time. All it does is take away my attention and my focus away from me. So why the fuck would I still have it in my life? Go, be gone, like Gandalf on the bridge of, I think it was in the Mines of Moria. He was standing on the bridge. The fucking demon, the fiery raging demon was coming after him. And he said, no, you shall not pass, you son of a bitch. Get fucked. No. It's that simple. All this work over here, all these things you gotta do. You gotta fold your laundry, you gotta wash the dishes, you gotta build that business, you gotta record the video, you gotta go to the gym, you gotta eat the correct food, you gotta hang out with the correct people to, socially relax while also expanding your mindset and expanding your perception and raising the frequency of your consciousness. And then some. You got way more shit you gotta do. You don't have time to smoke a fucking joint, man. You don't have time to look at fucking titties on the hub. I'm not saying it's evil. I'm not saying you're an idiot because you did that. Because guess what? I look at titties on the hub sometimes because I'm a fucking retard. Really is what it is. And I can't control myself sometimes. But do not complain about your results if you're allowing distractions to stay in your life. And then you can't focus. You have a cluttered up desk and you're surprised that you can't focus on the one thing you need to focus on. Clean off the desk, keep only your laptop on the desk, and then it might just be a little bit fucking easier to focus on the laptop or whatever you're trying to focus on, right? People are so fucking stupid. They basically take a shit in the corner of the room. They leave it there. They don't clean it up, and then they complain that the room smells like shit. No self-responsibility. Nobody has self-responsibility anymore. But the reason guys hate talking about semen retention because every guy knows it's what he should be doing. It's the ultimate act of reclamation of your fucking energy. I do not accept bullshit from myself. I do not accept the pig slop that the system feeds me. I do not accept watching and pouring out my seed to these stupid, retarded fucking videos. I will not eat the garbage. I do not accept that. It's an attitude of saying, I am the creator here. I choose what stays and I choose what goes. That conversation that you're going to have with yourself and the people you come into contact with and your family and the world and the universe and the system. That conversation is not fun because you know what the premise of that conversation is? The premise of that conversation is that you have the power. And what does that mean? With great power comes great responsibility. If something is fucked up in your life, if there's shit in the corner of your room, it's because you shit there. Not anybody else. Nobody made you do it. It's on you, motherfucker. So get used to it. Grow the fuck up. You did this to yourself. So stop complaining. People don't like that conversation. And they will complain about me saying that their complaining is falling on the deaf ears of the universe, because the universe simply gives you a reflection of what you want to see. And so if you don't take responsibility and you say, I have no control over anything, the universe you are so in control of your perception of reality that if you say, I have no control over anything in reality, the universe will show you that. It will show you a reflection that you have no control. The reality is like a mirror. Why would you stare at the mirror and go, you're frowning, right? You're looking at the mirror, you're frowning, you go, why is the mirror not smiling? I'm frowning and I'm looking in the mirror and I understand that the mirror is going to reflect what I'm putting into it, but also I'm frowning and the universe is not smiling back. The mirror's not smiling back. It's because you're frowning. Just smile and maybe the universe might just reflect that back to you. If you say, I am powerful, and forgive me for how fucking cliche this sounds, but grow some fucking kahunas and take your life by the balls and say, I don't accept mediocrity. I do not accept pig shit from myself. I do not accept this. I do not accept mediocrity. I do not accept being distracted by stupid fucking distractions because I am a god, not a pig who feeds on pig slop. That is a very simple, but a very hard conversation to have with oneself, because it is a conversation that implies your responsibility. And people don't like taking responsibility because guess what? Responsibility is fucking heavy. But responsibility is pressure because it's heavy and it will force you to grow. And growth is not comfortable in the moment, but it is the only thing long-term that I find that really gives one fulfillment. At least it does for me. Pleasure is like, pleasure is pleasure, right? Pleasure is pleasure. You can watch porn, you can have sex, you can take a couple drugs, you can drink alcohol, nicotine, you can eat some nice food. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. Like, fuck a bitch, eat a nice meal, have a couple glasses of wine and live your life and do that for a weekend. That's a great time. Those are some of my best memories. Like, it's a vibe, dude. But also, that doesn't lead to growth. That's fucking comfortable. It's so easy to do that fucking bullshit. It's so easy, which is why everybody does it. But they spend their entire lives chasing these simple, shallow fucking pleasures and they never grow, and then they complain why they don't have anything. Because the universe wants to bless you. God wants to bless you. Your higher self says, I have all this treasure for you. Become the person that I can trust with this treasure, with this power. But you got to put yourself in the fire. You got to let yourself grow. You got to put yourself through the hardship, and the universe will never force you to sit in pain. There's plenty of distractions out in the third dimensional physical world here on earth that the system gives to you that you never have to grow if you don't want to, because you can stay numb to the pain and you will never feel the pain. Therefore, you will never retain and hold the lessons that the universe is giving to you. You can keep yourself numb and distracted for your whole fucking life and you will never grow. And that's fine. That's your decision to make. I go through periods where I don't grow because I'm chasing distraction, because guess what? I'm a fucking pussy. Because it's hard to do that. because I'm acting like a fucking bitch. But really what leads to the most fulfillment is when I really lock in. I'm saying I'm going to be sober and I'm going to let my balls fill and I'm going to fucking sit in the fire of the lessons that the universe is throwing my way so that I can grow, because that's what leads to real fulfillment. The universe wants to bless you with this power. It wants to bless you. It wants to give to you everything you can dream of and then some. But it's not going to give a bazooka to a fucking kid, because guess what? You're going to blow yourself up and you're going to blow up everybody else. Don't be a fucking idiot, man. Shut up. Get sober. Let your balls fill. And sit in that fire.